Hi everyone, welcome to the Online Gurukul channel. In today's session, we are going to discuss the topic energy for class 9 CBSE. So let's understand this concept with some examples. So here are two persons in front of you. So there is person A and person B. If you can see, they both are running but at different speed. The person A is running at a higher speed and the person B is running at a low speed. Correct. Now what we see, or what is the first thought that comes in our mind then when we see these two persons? Let's assume that they both are participating in a race, and if you see, the person with the highest speed is obviously going to win the race because he is running at a faster speed. But what is the first thing that comes in our mind? The first thought that would come in our mind is, okay, the person A is running at a higher speed and has won the race, so I will say that this person has very high energy. Yes. Similarly, when I see person B is running so slowly and he's not going to win the race, we know that, then I can say that this person is low on energy and that's why he's not able to run so fast. So what I can say here is that if a person who is running at a higher speed, that was the person A, that person who is running at a higher speed has a lot and lot of energy. So this person has lot of energy. Higher the speed, higher the energy. But here I can add one more thing. Let's talk about another thing here. That is, this person who is running faster must be applying a greater force. That's why he's able to run faster. And because he's applying a greater force, the person would be moving across a greater distance. Correct? Now this means this particular person is doing a greater amount of work, and that's why he's able to win the race, because he's doing a lot of work while running at a higher speed. Now let's talk about the person who was running slowly. This person B is running very slowly, so I can say that this person is applying a less force. You can see that he's not moving very fast, so he's applying very less force on his body. That's why he's moving at a very slow speed and also is covering a less amount of distance. So what can I conclude here? That the work done by this person is less as compared to the person A. And this person also has a very low energy. So from this, I can conclude that there is definitely a relationship between work and energy, because it was in the previous case also, in the previous case of person A also, if you remember, that he was applying a lot of energy and we saw that the person was doing a lot of work. And here the person who is at a at a very low energy is also applying low work. So what can we conclude from these two examples? That spending more energy is doing more work, while spending less energy is doing less work. So what I can say is there is a relationship between them, both of them, and the relationship between energy and the work is that energy is nothing but the capability to do work. You cannot do any work without spending energy. If I have to raise my hand, if I have to wave to somebody, I have to write, if I have to hold a pen, I need energy to do that particular work. Why I do need it? Because I won't be able to apply the force if I'm not able, if I'm not able to spend that energy, or if I don't have energy in my body. So I need to have energy which will let me do some force, and that force will displace a certain object. So you need energy to do work. That's why energy is nothing but the capability of an object or of anything to do a certain work. And because energy is directly related to work, so the unit of energy is same as that of the work, that is joules. So SI unit of energy is the same as that of work, that is joule, and represented by capital J. Now, if I have to define what is 1 joule of energy, you can simply say that 1 joule of energy is nothing but the energy that you require to do 1 joule of work. So if you're doing 1 joule of work, this means you are spending 1 joule of energy in doing that certain work. Another very important thing that we need to remember whenever we talk about energy is that whenever an object does work, it uses the energy to do that, and whenever that energy is used, that energy is getting lost in that process, means the person who is doing work will spend the energy, and that spended energy will be transferred to the object on which the work is being done. If if there is a confusion, let's understand it by this particular example. So this is a boy, and this boy is applying a force on this trolley. So he has to push this trolley. He wants to move it from one point to another. So he is applying a force on this trolley, and the trolley is, moving in the forward direction. So there is a force, and that force is leading to the displacement in the same direction. So I can definitely say that the work is done. While doing the work, he's losing his energy, because how can he even hold the handle of the trolley without without using the energy of the body? So he is using the energy, and that energy is being used to do some work on the trolley. So he must be losing that energy, and that lost energy from your body is just getting transferred into the trolley, which is actually making the trolley move in the forward direction. So whenever somebody does work, the person is actually transferring the energy from itself, the object, or you can say the object is transferring the energy from itself to that object on which the work is being done. Okay, so now next thing is, let's see what are the different forms of energy. So what are the different forms of energy? So few of the forms of energy are heat energy, light energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, sound energy, potential energy, and kinetic energy. These are some forms of energy in which the energy exists around us. To give you a brief description about them is, heat energy is the energy of hot objects, or energy that flows from hotter objects to colder objects. So if you want to summarize them, you can say the energy whenever there is a temperature difference. Then comes the light energy. Light energy is everywhere around us. So the sunlight that we get has energy, or the light around us has energy, and if we use that, we can use that energy for different forms. Then electrical energy. Electrical energy is the energy that is harnessed, or that is utilized from the flow of electrons. Then comes chemical energy, which is stored inside chemical bonds. Sound energy, the energy of the sound that we are hearing around us. So you're hearing my sound, so that the sound that I am producing right now while speaking is sound energy, which is due to the vibrations of different objects. So whenever an object vibrates, it produces sound energy. Then potential energy is due to the position or arrangement of an object, position, arrangement, or shape and size of an object. And finally, kinetic energy is due to the motion. So to know more about different forms of energy and much more, register for a free demo class. Do like, comment, and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the Online Gurukul channel. Thank you so much.